welcome to the very first ever 5 for 5. You're probably wondering, well, what is it anyway? Well, as you know, I come to you once a week on Sunday as a pastor to give you a message. But many of you have written in and said we would like something every single day just to motivate us, to inspire us, to encourage us in this world. So, 5 for 5 will be a 5-minute message 5 days a week. So Monday through Friday, 5 minutes. I will be speaking about something positive and uplifting. I may be a pastor, but it won't always be scripturally related. It might just be something to inspire you to have a better day or to have a better marriage or all kinds of things. So this is the very first day of 5 for 5. If you have any suggestions or recommendations or topics you want me to speak about, send me a message and we'll take care of that as well. But today I want to talk to you about this box of sand that I have my feet in. If you saw my message yesterday, I told you that I couldn't go to the sand, so I brought the sand to me. And so I want to tell you about a couple of things about sand that I find are very interesting. First, I have fun in this box of sand because I can just put my feet in there and pretend like I'm sitting on the beach. And we just lost a palm tree, right? That's what happens when you prop stuff up. So anyway, I can put my feet in there and just pretend like I'm on the beach. I've literally stood in the box and walked in place and pretended like I was walking on the beach. Put a little water in there and you can build a sand castle. You can do any number of things. But I have 2 discoveries about sand. One of them being, and you probably know this already if you've ever had your feet in the sand, it's very hard to get the sand off your feet once you put your feet in the sand. Especially if your feet are wet. It's almost impossible to get your feet clean of the sand unless you just put them under water. Even in the dry sand, there will still be sand between my toes and my toenails. There will be powder, dusty stuff on my feet. So it's very hard to shake off. The second thing that I've discovered about sand is at night I take this box in the house because I don't want critters to get in it, right? And turn it into a litter box. So I take it in at night and bring it back out in the day. So I've discovered that when it's inside, it absorbs the coolness of the air conditioning. And the sand itself is so cool when you put your feet in there. It is just very cold. Likewise, when I bring it out here and set it in the sun for any length of time, it absorbs the heat. And in fact, sometimes it absorbs so much heat, it will burn your feet to put your feet in there. So, pairing those 2 discoveries together, I believe this sand is a lot like you and I. I believe that we absorb whatever is around us. So if we are around negative people, if we're around a bunch of bad news, if we sit and listen to the news channel all day, we absorb that. If we're around people that are always bickering and fighting and never smiling, we absorb that. And just like the sand, it's very hard to shake off. You carry that around with you like sand on your feet. And before you know it, you're down and you're out and you're sad and you're depressed because of what you have absorbed from what's been around you. But there's good news because we absorb the good things too. So when we surround ourselves with good people and happy people, people that smile and want to make us feel better about ourselves, we absorb that. And when we stay away from negativity and when we stay away from all the bad news, we absorb goodness. And just like the sand, it's hard to shake off good stuff, but that's okay because we don't want to shake that off. We want to absorb it, and then we want to carry it around with us for the rest of the day. So, if you're like me, we don't need to be doing any shaking. We need to just be surrounding ourselves with things we don't want to shake off. So surround yourself with people and circumstances and things in this world that you don't want to shake off. Absorb it and then carry it around with you the rest of the day. Thanks for being here for 5 for 5, and I'll see you again tomorrow for 5 for 5.